everyone, and welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. So this is an advanced Spanish lesson that is really going to get you thinking of how you rephrase expressions or the meaning of what you want to say. How do you say this one thing two different ways? Different words, okay? And so those students who've been studying B2 or C1 in English would have had lots of practice doing this. And so this is just for all my advanced Spanish students because it's fantastic practice for you. And so we have some words on the side which you will need to insert in the second sentence to ensure that the meaning of the first sentence is not lost. And so with that, let's begin. So the first one we have is, no hay suficiente dinero en su cuenta para realizar el pago. So there isn't sufficient money in your account. Remember, account, bank account, cuenta, okay? Cuenta bancaria. Para realizar, so realizar is to carry out, el pago, which is the payment. So the word that you need to include in the second sentence to make sure it means the same is dispone, okay? Remember, disponible, available, okay? So it's the idea of having available, or there is, or you have available, okay? So you're going to start the sentence with su cuenta. I want you to write these down, all 10 of them, to make sure that you are able to express yourself in different ways. Number 2, the word you're going to use is permite. The first sentence is, se prohíbe comer dentro de las aulas. So it's banned, okay? It's forbidden to eat in the classrooms, okay? It's forbidden, so prohíbe, it's prohibited. Okay, it's prohibited. Eating is prohibited in the classrooms. So you start the new sentence with no, and you have to include the word permite. Now, what's very, very important is that you do not modify the words at all. So you can't say permitido, for example. It needs to stay as is. Okay, so the word as given, you cannot change it, okay? You can't conjugate it, you can't. You just have to place it the way it is. That is it. That's the only rule. So go ahead and let me know what that should be. Okay? And number 3, nos divorciamos hace 2 años. So we got divorced 2 years ago. I think this will be an easy one for you. You have to start the sentence with hace. Remember, hace in Spanish, what does it mean? Okay, ago. Your word, separamos. Okay? Right. Number 4. Un 90% de la clase aprobó el examen de historia. So, 90% of the class passed the history exam. Now, remember that you can use the opposite words when you are doing the second sentence. You don't have to repeat the same verb. You can use the opposite of that word, which is the case here. Suspendió. Remember, aprobar is to pass, and suspender is to fail. So, what should this sentence be? Please let me know. The ones you do not know, note them down and we'll do them together. But the ones that you do know, write them down. And perhaps you have 2 different ways of saying it. Also let me know. Okay, next, number 5. Los estudiantes no les gusta el profesor. So the students don't like the teacher. Now you're not going to use the word gustar. The word you're going to use is caer. Okay, caer, but not caer with R. Caer, C-A-E. No les. How do we finish that sentence? It's up to you guys to flex your Spanish muscles. Okay, I want to see how much you've been learning. Okay, this exercise is especially good for those semi-native students that you have in class. Okay, because a lot of people have actually spent a lot of time in Spanish-speaking countries, or they have Spanish relatives. So some of you might find this exercise easier than others. Okay, for a lot of us it's going to be a struggle, but that's how we get better. We do things that are hard. Right, next one, we have number 6. Empieza el partido después de la actuación navideña. So, the game, or the match, el partido is the match. The match begins after the Christmas performance, or the Christmas show. So now what you have to use is the verb ponen. To put, ponen, they put. What should it be? The only word you have to start with is primero. How do we do that sentence? I'm curious to see how well you guys are going to do on this one. Okay? Now let's move over to the other side to do the others. So number 7, we have el hospital se ubica en las afueras cerca del instituto. Okay? So the hospital is on the outskirts near the school, near the secondary school. Instituto, secondary school. Now the new word that you need to use in the second sentence is encuentra. Okay? Find. Okay? If you know, you know. I'm sure you're going to do really well. What should this second sentence be? Okay? Be bold. Have a go. You're going to do amazingly well. I am sure. I believe in you. I really do. Some of these are easier than others, but just think a little bit. Okay? Just take your time and just really think about all the synonyms that we've been seeing this year and last year. Okay. Oh, but in this one we have se, and then we have en la periferia. Okay, periferia is another word to say outskirts. Okay, it's another way you can say on the outskirts. Okay, so not in the center of the city. Okay, number 8 we have el niño se expresa en su lengua materna. Okay? So the child expresses himself in his native tongue, in his mother tongue. Okay? Materna, mother, in his mother tongue. So, word that you have to use in the second sentence is habla. El muchacho, so the boy. How would you end that sentence so it means the same as el niño solo se expresa en su lengua materna? Next, number 9. No quedan entradas para el concierto de Rosalía. Okay, so there are no tickets left for the Rosalía concert. Wow. If you don't get the others right, I would be personally offended if you don't get this one, because we've seen this one. Remember the verb? Agotar. What does it mean? How would you employ it in that sentence? I'm excited. Please get that one right so I can feel that my life has meaning and what I've been teaching you, you've actually been taking it. Okay? Right. And the last one, number 10, él siempre miente sobre los resultados de sus exámenes. Okay? So he always lies about his exam results. Yeah, we all know someone like that. Okay? And the word that you have to use is the opposite. So instead of mentir, miente, you have to think about the concept of truth. Truth. Verdad is truth. So how would we word that so it means exactly the same as él siempre miente sobre sus exámenes. A ver, have a go. And if you're struggling with this, don't worry. Ask me and I'll give you some clues. Okay? And so that is it, guys. Practice, practice, and practice. The whole point is that you're growing in Spanish and you are able to express more complex ideas in more than one ways. That is it. I'm going to leave you until next time and have a magnificent rest of the week. Hasta pronto. Adiós.